I'm done with you. I don't need you. I take my time when I do things. You like to go in 1 minute motions. And I just made an argument to the audience that Double Dragon is going to kick the bucket because of his lack of patience. He's going to kick the bucket. But Nita, what do you think about Double Dragon and Rock?
Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and stand up for Rock. For me, I think that in this business, she gotta put her P lips on the table. You know what I'm saying? We gotta put the P lips down, and we can't be backing down. However, I think this was a pretty premature move for Rock in this situation. It's a little premature, just a little, just a smidge, a little premature because she hadn't really sealed the deal with the Afghan guy. So that's one of the things I just want to kind of keep, because you just don't want to be desperate. You don't want to be in that place where you like working out of desperation. So that's kind of like my little thing about it or whatever. But I'm sure she can think on her feet. She can do whatever she needs to do. But yeah, I was just a smidge. That's just, just the thinker in me. I'm just like, just a smidge premature. But come on. Like I said, you got to put it down on the table with these people, especially somebody like Quan. Because she's like a triple negative. She Black, she a woman, and she in a business that they deem that she got no business being in. You know what I'm saying? So she, he don't have no reason to really respect her. So she kind of have to go at it at this pace, but she does not have the muscle to try to kind of go at him like that. So that's where I worry at. That's where I worry.
Moochie and Nita, somebody will not go to sleep until they can say hello to y'all. Get up, L, and say hello before you lose one of your stars. Hurry up. Say hi.
Hi, L.
They said hello.
What, you got a ring?
Yeah, she's got her ring. Tomorrow's picture day. They about to take cap and gown pictures to graduate from early child care.
Uh-oh.
Where's Moochie?
Moochie doesn't have her screen on, but she can hear you. You want to hear her voice?
I can hear you. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay.
Yeah.
Where's Moochie?
I saw your ring. Your ring. What kind of ring you got on?
Mario ring.
Okay.
Get ready for picture day and have a good night, okay?
Go to bed, honey.
That's Nicole.
Yes, that's Monique Nicole. We're about to let her in, but go to bed. No, go to bed. You done talking. Get out of here. Hey,
like
Monique
I see
Nicole.
Monique Nicole down.
She said, I want to say hi to Monique.
I want to say hi. That just made my entire day. Oh my gosh.
That's
hey,
so
y'all.
cute.
That was so cute. That was the highlight of my day.
Hey, hurry up, Elle. Hurry up. Say hello. And then get out of here.
Like she's just a giggling, sniggling and giggling.
Hey, Missy Pooh. How you doing, Pooh? Oh, I like what? Let me see your shirt. Your shirt looks really cool. Whoa, that looks so cool.
Cute.
Wow.
The firefighter shirt.
Oh, I love that. That is so unique. I love that. Did you have a good day today?
Uh-huh.
Good. Is that a sticker?
I should be wearing the firefighter shirt because you the fire.
Oh, what is that? Like a little badge?
It's a ring. It's a ring.
Oh,
It's a ring.
that is so nice.
Pretty.
That is
It's
so
a Mario ring.
Okay, Elle.
Oh,
Go to bed.
we like Mario.
Go to bed now. Bye. No, go to bed. Go to bed. That's it.
She said, "Can I say something else, please? Please."
Okay. Audience, that's a tradition here. My daughter has met all these women and loves them like their aunties, and so she just got to speak to them. And y'all just bear with us. We're gonna keep this thing going. I am glad Monique Nicole is here because you, my friend, get the Hollywood standing ovation because you outdid your boy and you made a prediction, and I was like, "Damn, here we go."
You should have
We're
seen
gonna
me when
get
I was watching it, baby. I was cheesing when I watched that scene.
Got the draws.
we're gonna get, ladies and
BTB.
gentlemen, we're gonna get right to it, and we're gonna let her lead it off. So Monique Nicole, when it came to Amani panty draws thumping like the A&T marching band, you was right. And it thumped so hard she had to get this man in her bed the next episode. And so now that they are bedfellows, Monique, is this going to make good music or is it going to make bad music?
Now, that's a great question. I still feel like something negative is going to happen. I do not feel like this is going to be a love connection that's going to last the test of time. I think them getting in bed together literally could have some type of negative impact on the business. Like I said last week, I can just see her being put in an ultimatum situation and her possibly screwing Lou over business wise. And I can just see it. I see her. I don't think she has ill intentions as of right now, but she is a woman, a character where I think that, yeah, she gonna choose that money and that business over Lulu. And I'm not saying that's wrong because she just met him. She don't really owe him too much, if you ask me. But I can just see it going left. I just see the whole record thing going left, and I do see Lulu getting screwed over in the process, whether she has ill intentions or not.
Nita, I'm gonna come to you. The conversation they had in the bedroom, the little pillow talk before round 2. Now, I'll give Stars credit for this, Nita. This was a bigger bed, finally. Okay, this was not no college campus. This was finally they paid the money and got a bigger bed. Thank you, Stars, for getting a real bed. Now, in the pillow talk, they both revealed that neither one of them had smashed in a while, and it seems like the early indications for me is that this woman has got deep feelings for Lou. It was more for her to it than just getting the rocks off. That was the topping, but beneath the topping, it seems like she's really wanting a kind of a running buddy that knows the music. Do you think that she likes Lou more than he's feeling her? And if so, as Monique Nicole said, who's going to get screwed?
For me, I always feel like the women run faster than the men. That's just has been. That's how it's been from grade school. Oh, women are more mature. We mature more faster. That's just a running joke. Even with the love aspect, I don't know what kind of feeling she has for him. I feel like they play off each other pretty good. I like their banter is cute. It feels authentic. I don't see anything problematic. The only thing I could see problematic with her, of course, if they, rat her out and make her a CI. I don't think that they're going that way. Even though she's asking the questions because she was hearing about Famous and he was about Famous. So that's where I got her interest in Famous. The questions and all that stuff is coming for Famous. She wants to know where he is. Also, too, we have this. It was a YT rapper. I think what's going to actually happen, where the conflict is going to come in on the business side, when she said something about the YT rapper, his mom being a lawyer, and we just put these in 360 deals, and you're not going to be able to play that game with that one. So I think what's going to happen, there's going to be some kind of conflict because Lulu may end up feeling like he's getting screwed, and she knows the inside track. And there may be a clash about that. So I don't know. I want to go that way with the music route.
Right. I definitely, like Nita said, I think music is going to be a business conflict.
Yeah, business.
Yeah.
Okay. Moochie, did you like how they introduced the fake ass Wu-Tang Clan as they was going through the show and showing the groups?
They do remind me of Wu-Tang. I like them though. I like the beats that they had with some of the stuff. But I feel like this business arrangement is not going to end well. It's not going to end well at all.
It's not going to be good, y'all. And it's just a matter of who's going to get hurt is what we're trying to figure out. And Post your comments, y'all. Let us know what you think. Shout out to all 165 of y'all. Please hit the like button. Thank you for coming back out. It seems like no matter how long I'm gone, y'all show up for these live streams, and I'm grateful and I'm happy. And some of y'all come see me tomorrow when I go live talking about politics with a special progressive, big time podcast host who decided to come and talk to me about politics and the stock market. That's the real reason why he's coming, because he want to know what I'm doing in the stock market. So come through tomorrow at 4 p.m. Then come back through at 8 p.m. because I will be going live with the Hammer at 8 p.m. giving
That's
predictions for the next episode. And
going over the trailer. That's right.
That's right. We're going to get it together. All right, my sister Nita the Diva, I'm coming to you for this one.
Okay.
And I just feel bad about this, Nita. I really do. This nigga is out of hand. Here we go. She clearly told that man, rough him up, not stuff him up, rough him up, not stuff his ass up with bullets. And he gets there, Mr. Fortune Cookie is talking all kinds of smack and is basically telling the man, I can go tell the police, I can do this and I can do that. And really, it didn't take much for Marvin to kill him. Like, it didn't take a whole lot. So my question to you is, how much trouble is he going to be in with Rock? And could you ever see Rock taking out her own brother? If she did, Nita, I would definitely bring out the tissue paper shades for that.
Please do bring that out for me, for you, for everybody on the panel. But I don't think that that's going to be the case. Okay. However, Marvin might have tore his drawers with Rock because she already knows that he's been lying to her.
Yeah.
So even if he was talking all that smack, talking about he was going to go to the feds and all that other stuff, she probably say that's an excuse you made to do him, and I told you directly not to do him. And so she may have to pull the card. I don't see how she could do it, but she might do it. But at the end of the day, I was just like, yeah, no, Marvin, she's listening for lies for you. Okay, you done tore your drawers. So I'm just waiting for the lies to keep on spewing and spewing and spewing. Like I said, she's giving him enough rope to. But to me, Marvin did not have a choice. All the stuff that he was talking, you can't risk that. You just cannot. And I'm sorry, you just can't.
Okay.
Moochie. And then we had somebody to fall back on. We had the little baby boy to fall back on, but
well, that's what I was going to say.
Grits for brains.
Yeah. I think that the nephew's doing some cocaine or something, but do you think he can take over where the uncle is going, and can he be obedient, Moochie? Floor is yours.
He could take over, but it's gonna be a piss poor job. He's gonna be messy, and it's gonna get nasty. It's gonna get messy where they could end up getting in trouble. Not to mention, Quan is gonna be mad about this now. Even though you left Quan alone, now you making things even worse.
She made it worse. I swing it to you, Monique Nicole. Can it get any worse than this? Let me ask you this, Monique. Let me throw you a curveball real quick. Okay. let's say that Rock don't kill Marvin, right? Let's say that that's not in the card. She's not gonna do that to Marvin because this is her brother and she loves him. And right now she's in a deficit for soldiers, considering she done got the okay from Afghan. So what can she do at this point to get Marvin to listen? Because she's about to have to be moving major weight, and she's running low on soldiers. She's running low on spots. Her son is undercutting her. Lou gone. Marvin ain't acting right. What is Rock gonna do?
That's a great point. Rock gonna have to lay down the hammer a little bit harder than she is. She's been a little soft. I understand that she's trying to be a little, softer because of Lulu and all that happened. She's got sympathy, but baby, yeah. The Thomas men, man. She really is the cleanup woman. First of all, Marvin has been crashing out all season. And it's time for a little intervention. It's time for him to get dropped off at the therapy sessions because there's some pent up energy, some pent up anger, resentment. Almost every single kill he had this season was unwarranted. This is now the second or third assignment he got, and he took it too far. Are we not seeing a pattern? Every single time they say, whoever, whether Stefano, his sister Rock, hey, do what you got to do, but don't. Hey,
or jukebox, but that was jukebox killing, right?
That was exactly. So I'm not going to put that on him. But what I'm saying is we're seeing a pattern that he's acting a little unhinged. Okay. And, I have to disagree with Nita. Now, don't get me wrong. Nita brings up a good point. I do feel like if you have someone on the team who is threatening to go to the popo, you got to eliminate them. However, because he knows the block is hot, because at this point, Raquel is telling him everything. Marvin knows every move right now. He knows what's happening. So you got to think a little smarter. I'm not saying he shouldn't take out old boy because he is threatening to go to the feds. However, he should have taken that information, went back to Raquel and strategized to see what they want to do moving forward. You don't just do a kill like that and not, because that's going to have major repercussions. She told him before the mission, go hard, but not too hard, because we still need him. Right. You can't do things like this drastic in this business without speaking to your boss. Rock is his boss. Let's keep it a buck. It's the family business, but there's a hierarchy. She is the boss. That's all I'm saying. He messing up.
Can I get in, Lamont?
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. So what I want to say to that's when I was speaking about Rock earlier. You weren't here. I don't think you were here yet when I said that I felt like Rock moved prematurely with Quan when she severed that tie, banking on the next big dog. Like, I feel like she did the same thing. And when you're in the field, you have to go with gut, intuition. Like, that is a really big threat. That's a really big threat. No, I wouldn't go just leave him to go on whatever business he wants to go on. Maybe kidnap him, take him.
Exactly. That's what I was
then
thinking.
Strategize. Like,
that's what I was thinking.
Better. Yeah. That's better, Nita. That's actually a really good point, Nita. I do like that idea. I agree, because like I said, I agree with you. He's a huge threat, but it's Marvin making these final extreme moves without getting a second opinion from his boss and his sister and his business partner. You can't make these crucial decisions. You can't, because what if Stefano took Marvin out for that one kill that he told him not to? You just don't know. Marvin keeps getting spared, and we see it. Marvin has been getting spared left and right, and I'm sorry, I don't know how much longer his luck is gonna run. Like, it's just this is gonna have a big fallout for Rock. I mean, we already said it. Quan is not effing with her. He about to backdoor her with Unique. Now you taking out his family. It's just his people. This is not good. This is not good.
Yeah, I agree, Nita. He should have just snatched the man up, tortured him a little bit, threatened him, rough him up. Let Rock decide if she want to take him out for him talking about snitching, and then you could have had some time to let the nephew maybe talk some sense into him too. So, but it's a thing now.
The nephew wasn't making things move because he looked at his nephew as a mess up anyway. Yeah, he don't even respect his nephew.
I mean, I got to agree with that, Moochie. The nephew is a fuck up. I mean, I got to agree with it. But we'll see. It's going to be rough. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if this thing could get any more entertaining, it is about to get more entertaining. We have coming to us to light this place on fire. We call her the Khaleesi of our show. It is the Lex the Targaryen. What's going on, cousin Lex?
Hey,
hey, girl.
Hey,
how are y'all?
Good. And we're gonna give you you get the next thing we're going to discuss, and it is Famous. Lord have mercy. Lex, we find out through Garcia. Garcia talks to the mama, sends him over there to Kanan. And then we get a complete scene where somebody's robbing and we didn't know what the hell was going on. They find a body. Streets need a body. Famous gave him a damn body. Now, my question to you is, was that really Famous? Because for me, somehow I'm thinking that wasn't Famous. I'm thinking that was staged and he's in LA with the sister. But our resident connection to Hollywood, Monique Nicole, has some insider information on the back end of things that happened. But I want to hear what you got to say about this one. Dracarys us, Lex the Targaryen.
Nah, I don't like how they did my boy Puerto Rican Fame. Nah, not Puerto Rican Famous. Like, nah, I really don't like that. Like, we all knew Fame was gonna die because Kanan's name is Sean. But honestly, this is what Kanan get, and I hope he feel bad because he treated Kanan. I mean, he treated Fame like crap for like the whole last season. Like, you kicked him out of his house. Like, you let Ronnie get up in his face. Like, you were a horrible friend, and now you want to sit there and cry. Like, let's keep it a stack. Like, you and Fame wasn't even like on coochie crunch terms when he died. So what do you mean? Because I'm gonna just keep it a stack. I'm gonna keep it $150. Like, if my best friend goes missing for about 24 to 48 hours, like, I'm on his head. Like, I will cuss you out and tell you about yourself. How dare you breathe without me? What? Like, don't do that. So you gonna let 3 months, not uno, not dos, but tres, without Puerto Rican Fame? I don't like that. Now you want to sit there and hold your heart and shut up. What are you crying for? You didn't. And you subjected him to the shenanigans because he was out here starving when you was sitting here biting your mother's hand when she was willing to sit there. You want to smack Fame up, you want to do all this other stuff, and now you want to sit there and clench your chest talking about something. My best friend is dead. F you. Straight like that. Rest in peace to Fame, because I don't like that. Like, your best friend was somewhere under a freaking mattress. He was somewhere under a mattress.
Yes,
there is no chill with this woman.
There's no chill, baby. 0 to 100.
Like, I was like, give us the appetizer. She was just like, forget the appetizer. I want the main course. There is no chill with this. So she just go firing.
She said entree. She said, I'm a whole entree.
Moochie, jump on in there, Moochie. What you think about Famous, the streets needing a body, and they got his body?
I just don't like the fact that we got an off-screen death. I wanted to see this go down. We're seeing little things. I guess we're gonna see some sort of flashback, but like I said, I feel like we got cheated out of this whole thing because of the whole unique situation. It just took on a life of its own.
Gotcha. Nita, what you got on it?
Yeah, man. Rest in peace. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised because they said they didn't have the dental records. They said the body had decomposed. They said the only thing they said that his ID was with him. And look, you see what they did to Unique, right?
So you feel me, Nita?
Dare I may say that
Nita,
may not be him.
You riding the way I'm going, Nita? You see what I'm saying?
You know, Taurus, we be doing
that. That's it. Damn it. Monique Nicole, we're going to come to you. Now, the only thing that could ruin this little conspiracy of mine is the fact that they took this whole episode to try to get you emotionally involved in his family. You had to see the punk ass daddy beating them, chasing them, that type of thing. You had to see them be in a homeless shelter. And Moochie, remember I said that was a social worker? If y'all would have came to our trailer breakdown, I said that was a social worker. And the way they tried to get us to be engaged with the family and him emotionally, that is one thing that would lead me to believe that this is the end. But I just don't see them letting it be the end. So what do you think about this whole? You think it's over? You think he's dead? And give us your insight on what happened behind the scenes.
Famous is gone. Famous is dead. R.I.P. I'm not even. I mean, I love y'all's theory, but I don't think that applies to this.
Okay.
I'm very disappointed in the off-screen kill. Justice for Famous. I think the actor and his character deserved better. Yes, Famous was a B role, you know what I mean, in this whole Raising Kanan series, but he was still someone who was a prominent character, and he was prominent to the main character who was Kanan. I appreciate the backstory, and I think hopefully it softens some people's hearts, some people who didn't give a F about Famous. I always liked Famous. Was he annoying? Absolutely, but he was just like the annoying neighborhood kid. Famous never bothered me. I always enjoyed his little quirkiness. It felt very innocent and youthful, and it's always nice to see a piece of that in these type of shows. The flashback scenes were it was hard because that's a lot of people's story. And hopefully it's a reminder to give people grace, because you see someone like Famous who's annoying, who's chatty, who's goofy. And sometimes the most goofy, silliest people have some of the hardest and saddest stories. And poor Jessica. I also looked at Jessica being a young preteen at that time and having to see that. It was really, I really appreciated the backstory. Now, as far as the off-screen kill, I do have a TikTok video that is going viral right now, you guys, if you want to check it out. So for me, being an avid TV movie person, we already know when it comes to TV shows, off-screen kills for a main character is usually unheard of for a main character, right? So my ears perked up as soon as I watched this episode. Shout out to TikTok. I had a user that commented and basically said, sorry, let me preface this. I had a suspicion that maybe something happened behind the scenes, whether it was budget cuts or whether something happened in the actor's personal life. I don't know if something scandalous happened, controversial. I heard a couple things. I don't want to repeat it here on this platform right now, but I heard a couple things behind the scenes. Don't know if it's valid. Someone commented under my post and said that before the season aired, they noticed some activity on Instagram in which allegedly the actor that plays Famous unfollowed 50 Cent. And whenever someone would comment under his post about the show, and if he was coming back, he would delete their comments. So there's just some fishy things that happen. And again, we're all avid TV watchers. You know, if there's an off-screen kill for a main character, it's usually something controversial happened behind the scenes, or it's budget cuts. So that's it. Justice for Famous. I think Famous deserved an on-screen kill. We deserve to have him bow out gracefully, and we deserved to see it. So
there you have it.
That's all I got.
Y'all let us know what you think. I had the great conspiracy theory, but I am with Monique Nicole. He's dead. We're not going to see him again. And a lot of why Famous was going against 50 Cent was some of it was political stances. I've been up on the story a little bit. And then he was running this thing in Louisiana that was going to benefit him and rich people. And the people in Louisiana voted it down. And 50 didn't like that. It's been a fiasco. But that was some of it. And I didn't get the whole story. I just got that tidbit of it. But you know what? Fame, I enjoyed you too. You was like Orko on He-Man. You was the court jester everywhere. I liked your little side pieces and your little funny bits, but we'll miss you. We'll see you on something else, my brother.
I hope we do. I hope the actor.
Who's going to bring the comic relief now?
Especially if they get rid
There
of
is
Marvin.
no comedic relief. It's a dark cloud.
Only Marvin. I mean, Marvin's the only one. Marvin's the last.
Is the only one. And he's been dark. He's been dark.
Mm-hmm. He's been a little dark.
Time is ticking too. Marvin is a microwave right now. We got like 15 seconds left on the clock. Mm-hmm. So next season finna be real just dark and gloomy. So just have your tissues ready because
right. I want to laugh a little bit. I haven't really.
Fame was real life funny though. Like I would have rather them took him out in an overdose. Like I knew that was Nicole's story, but Fame was like drugging it up recently or something like that. I could have seen them doing that. Like, or if you was gonna do the Freddie thing, like have somebody, you could have did the OT thing or whatever. I would have rather Fame be in the apartment and you get the scene of him and Joey and he on some like pressing him to do something and he not gonna fold on Kane, so he wet him up and rob everything. That justice, like
would have been great.
Because honestly, the background story, all of this was cute, but we just wanted to see Fame. So, like I said, I mean, I understand people got to do what they got to do, but shout out to AJ Ortiz. We appreciate everything you did for the role. Can't nobody be Puerto Rican Fame but you. The streets need a body. Unfortunately, it was yours.
Yeah.
But we with you, dog. Big Sword. We love it.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Fame.
Nita, don't mute Nita because I'm coming to you with this one. Now we got to discuss Jukebox story because Jukebox has some things going on. Number one, she scared her daddy because the daddy said that she went to the military and that made her a killer. And Jukebox was basically like, I was born like this. I was a born killer. And after we got that reveal from Juke goes and has a little lunch with the person we're going to see her having lunch on the carpet, if you know what I mean, coming up real soon. Now the problem here is, Nita, can we trust Sheila E? And when this love scene happened with these two, will that make her more on Juke's side, or will this push her more to getting vindication for the husband? Because she's happy that the husband is dead, but how he died, and then to learn that Juke did it, after she give up the carpet munching, that could be painful. So floor is yours, Nita. Tell me about Sheila E and what she's gonna teach young Juke.
Please, Lamont, please.
Baby, where you went all over this storyline for Juke?
He literally went
Okay, I'll narrow it down for you. Carpet. Yeah.
Vacuuming the carpet.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let me narrow it down for you. Let me narrow it down for you, Nita.
Nita, you were all over the place, Lamont. Come on.
Can she be trusted? That's all I'm asking. Can she be trusted?
Can Juke be trusted?
No. Can this chick Sheila E be trusted?
Oh no, I do trust Mara. I do trust her. I feel like we cool.
I do too.
I feel like Juke is the one that's not going to be trusted. She's going to fall head over heels in love with Juke. And she's going to be seeing Juke's lifestyle and see how Juke move. And she's going to be looking like, I'm in the bed with the devil.
Whoa.
I'm in the bed with the devil.
And she might like it. I mean, the devil got a lot of things he can put in orifices now. He got two horns, a tail, and I mean, Monique Nicole, take the floor. What you think was going to happen with this story?
First of all, I got to address something. I don't want to. Please, no one get offended. Juke is a child. Sheila E looks like she could be Juke's mom. I don't want to see the carpet munching with them. I don't mind Juju get her carpet munch on, sis, but can you do it with someone who looks a little more your age? Because Sheila E is giving. I'm just saying,
Monique, she is college age. She's college age, so she's at least 18.
Jukebox is 18. Please, please.
Yeah, she's 18. She could be in college right now.
And Sheila E looks 25. But anyway, back to the point. No, I think that we're calling her Sheila E is so diabolical. I think old girl believes Jukebox. I think Jukebox put on an Academy performance. Like, what? Me? Murder? Oh, I could never. Like, she did her big one. So it's believable. Now I gotta talk about the scene with Juke and Marvin. That when I say that shit was deep, that was deep. Marvin over here talking about some, dang girl, the military got you immune to death. She said, if I'm okay with murder, it damn sure ain't because the military. And that's the delusion that I do have to give sometimes parents, and it's no shade of parents, but sometimes parents, especially in a lifestyle like that, there is a level of delusion. And I've said from season 1, Raquel had a level of delusion. There's no way you bring up a child in that environment and think that it's not going to affect them in one way or another, right? They may not be slinging dope, but it's going to affect them. You get what I'm saying? And and Juke is an amazing example of how things like that can still affect a child. No, she didn't go the route initially as far as Kanan and being intrigued and wanting to sling dope. No, but the lifestyle that she was brought up in did affect her, and it's currently affecting her. So that line that she said to her father, like, and I don't even know if he was intelligent enough to catch it, what she was implying basically, but it was basically me being in this family and you guys being in that game. That is what's made me almost immune to death, like not the military. So I appreciated that very real moment.
Gotcha. Lex, jump on in here. How do you feel about the dynamics of Juke's storyline?
It's improving. I see it. We see the turn. They're effectively doing it. Like I said, when she, killed the guy, it was kind of just like, all right, there she is. Like there she is. It was a joy to it. I feel like it's something that she can control. Like she's comfortable. Just I guess she kind of just had the spirit of, I can, but it ain't working out. So let me just do what my surroundings is. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I definitely agree. Like that lady looks a lot older. That lady looked like she got a corporate job. Like she really worked a 9 to 5. So I don't.
Right.
Yeah, that wasn't a good. If they trying to, that wasn't good casting. If that's the case, because like she could have definitely passed for like a social worker or something like that. She's a beautiful lady. It's just the young adult that it's not. It looks pedophilish.
It looks weird.
It I don't like it. But
yeah, no, but y'all
yeah.
know they did meet in a club where it's.
That's why I said she probably is older, and that happens sometime. Like
that's the chicken hawk.
Girls and guys, everybody just the older. They like them young. They like the little ducklings.
Yeah.
Like I said,
So,
that's the chicken hawk.
Yeah, I get it.
I mean, I get it. That don't make it like right or like anything I gotta accept.
I do think Marvin peeped though. Like I do think that Marvin peeped because it was like how he kind of looked after she said it when the camera went back on him. Like his face was kind of just like, how Marvin do that, like step back when it kind of clicks on something. So I definitely think she's gonna be a wild card this season. I can't wait till next week. Like #Justice for Fame.
Oh
yeah.
Jump on in there, Hammer. Put the nail in the coffin on this storyline.
Well, with this, we got to worry about if she's going to end up going to the police. Is Juke going to get paranoid when she end up taking her out just to, cut loose ends and stuff like that? So this is what we got to see. She got her beak wet with, taking people out. Is it going to be where she want to quench her thirst even more and more,
Damn. Moochie, you saying it like she a Rottweiler that just ate some red meat.
Like that,
It's just the look on her face after her first deletion.
Yeah.
It was like, she got a thrill from it. Now, however, is she going to get a rush from doing this now? Will she do more and more and more?
Yes, she will, Moochie. Let me answer that question for you, darling. She gets into the police force. And that's what the hell they do every day to the people.
Lie, hurt,
get your story right.
Get your story. Like, can I ask y'all a question since we're dancing on the topic of Jukebox pow-powing again? Do you think she's going to get her hands dirty with Kanan to seek justice for Famous? We see that
possibly.
Yes.
We see. Okay, good. We see next week. Kanan gonna hit the streets to find out information with a pow-pow. So maybe Jukebox gonna roll up and justice for Fame.
I believe she's even gonna shock Kanan with her moves.
Okay, I would love
Kanan gonna be like, "Oh, this is how you getting down now." I'm telling you, it's gonna be something like that.
Okay.
Yep. Post your comments, y'all. The streets need another body. Justice for our boy. By the way, y'all, I do have an IG. So anybody want to come follow me on IG? That is me right there. Get a life gain. I am there. I don't promote the IG much, but I do have that presence because a couple of y'all sent me some theories that I read with Moochie last week. And if you send me some theories, I'll read some of them tomorrow with Moochie if she'll allow me to do so. Let's see. Well, we on you now, Moochie. And we're gonna talk about your boy Unique and his storyline because he has some things he's doing. So he goes and he meets Phil Russo, who obviously is racist. All them Italians is racist during that era in the drug game, acting like like my grandma said, the brighter the picture, the darker the negative. And that's them. They talk all that Christian shit, and you see he's got the Star of David. They do all that only to call you an 8 behind your back and sell drugs nonetheless. But he meets him. He tells Unique, I like your fervor. I like your vigor. but you need to go show me you know what to do. You need to show me you know how to do something. Moochie, what episode these two going to work together? Like, just when are they going to work together?
He got to show he can assemble a team. Unique is right now in the streets getting his team together. He gonna work with him. He coming back. But he might ask him to do something. I think he might ask him to take Stefano out.
What? What?
Mm-hmm.
What? Go ahead, Monique. Wow, she said
I
Stefano.
agree. Mm-hmm. I don't
Stefano.
listen. I was thinking it. I was thinking it. I was thinking it. Like he got his, don't get me wrong. He still has his guard up with Unique for sure. We saw he pressed Unique a couple times in that conversation, but you know, Unique is, you know, messed up face and all. He is a very convincing person. So I'm not saying it's gonna happen right away, but I do see it possibly happening. As far as it being a scheme and a plot that they go in on together. I do. Wow.
All right, Nita, what's going to happen with this relationship with Phil and Unique?
For me, I think Phil is going to always have Unique in his back pocket only because he thinks him better than Rock. Now, from what he's been hearing on the streets, like she's making the moves, she got the territory, she's doing the things or whatever. But at the end of the day, the man in the patriarchy always trumps a woman unless he is proven otherwise. And I don't see him having any kind of allegiance to Rock because he's against Stefano or they're not cool. So we'll see. I don't know. I just feel like the Unique still has a chance with him because, you know, like the hierarchy that doesn't exist with me, but it does exist. But you know, it is what it is. We'll see what it. You know, back in the day, it was definitely very much so scaunched. So I just feel like, you know, I feel like he's waiting for him to show and prove. You know what I'm saying? Like show and prove. Like he came in there with some balls, and you know that's what y'all like. That's what y'all like. Yeah, let's see what it do. I think he's gonna keep him in his back pocket, and he may come to play later.
And I just want to piggyback like for 30 seconds off Anita. I think a lot of times, even me and viewers, we get so mesmerized by Raquel and her energy that we do forget the reality is this was the 90s. She's a woman and she was a Black woman. And at the end of the day, she was a Black woman trying to play in a man's game. So this isn't, no one's trying to male bash and all that BS. That is what Nita said was the reality. It's first of all, you're a woman with a JJ. How dare you? How dare you? And then you Black? Oh, you know, it's like the cojones on her, which sometimes worked in her favor with some of the men because some of the men are turned on by, you know what I mean? So, but yes, we cannot forget Raquel is doing her big one as a Black woman in 1994, 1995, whatever in this game, you know? So we got to give her credit.
I give the writers credit for writing her in the manner that they done. Yes. Good job, writers. And Lex, I come to you because it's 2025 and we still treating Black women bad. We should have had a Black woman as president, but instead we got a buffoon in chief who ain't got 2 brain cells to rub together and the balls ain't dropped yet. What do you got on Phil Russo and what's going on with Unique?
It's just a certain level of desperate that they have. You want to be on top so bad that you're willing to subject yourself to people that don't even like your kind. Like that's strike 1, 2, and 3 for all people during that time. But anyway, I digress. I feel like that I agree with what everybody said that he may want to take Stefano out, but what if Rock up the ante and backdoor she do it for him because she found out that's what Unique want to do, and then she gets him in her pocket and they set up Unique and get him out by the end. Just saying, little brain jumps. But yeah, I can see him wanting to use Unique to get. I'm just trying to like figure out the loophole. I don't know how and why, but I feel like Pernessa is gonna be a part of how Rock end up getting to take Unique down. I don't know how, but Pernessa, how she be popping up, it's something about it. Or either she's gonna be the one to get it through Unique head that Rock really didn't set him up. Like, I just feel like Pernessa is gonna be some type of important. Like,
Yeah,
I feel she might, because I think after that money thing, the way she looked, I think she kind of really know like Rock didn't, like, you know. So, or she may be the one to figure out he gonna come out the shadows soon, I guess, like next episode, because we done got past the halfway mark. But yeah, this is very, very interesting. This whole Unique storyline, actually, for once, like I don't know where it's going, and not in a bad way. It's just like I'm on the roller coaster riding with everybody else, but it's just like, you know, I understand they had to write him back in, so I think that's why a lot of these things is. But you know, for them to say, no, he's obviously changed. He done got beat with a pipe, other than like the occasional little angry grunt. Like, it's just like, I ain't really snapped out yet. Like, he out here killing people, but he ain't really, you know, I want to see some you can't stop the rain energy. Like, beat somebody with a pipe. Like, give me some sort of kookarooski. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got beat with a pipe. Like, give me crazy. Give me something.
Yeah, I'm still not okay with, if they were gonna bring him back, his death should have been a different type of murder, because I'm just, you know, I know it's a TV show, so you can only be realistic but so much. But Unique would have some type of cognitive issue, not just him being angry. I'm talking about some type of speech. Like, it just, he would not be able to walk. He'd be drooling. Anyway, I just can't.
Yeah, the drool would have been nice, like a little eye fluttering a drool every now and then.
Can he go take?
Uh-oh. I think Monique got on that J-Mo. Okay. Well, we'll get back to her in a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, we're moving right along. Nita, you next. So check this out. Kanan done wised up and took the advice of Pops and Snaps and is stashing money, skimming from his mama. Like you said, all these Thomas boys is just doing the mama dirty, right? Yeah. But he's got a problem. Me and Moochie both said there was no way that you need let short ass crisscross live without using him for something. You did say it. You said it. So now that we know how he's being utilized by Unique, what kind of problem does this set up for everybody? I mean, for Kanan's organization, Nita.
Yeah, it furthers that whole situation where you say, if you can't get to the queen, go for the prince. That's one of those type of situations where we're working into trying to, you know, Unique done already halfway eliminated Rock's entire organization. Next step is Kanan. Yeah. So we'll see. You know, I always knew that little motherfucker wasn't shit.
Yeah. Either was, yeah.
When he turned up alive, I knew he was using him for something. I knew he was, and they played it out this episode. That's fine.
Hammer, I'm gonna come to you. Oh, I'm sorry.
No. I was about to say. So now I thought that you know, finally Kanan has moved his business away from his house and he's like separate. I'm like, oh, he made a good move. But then you trusting people that you don't trust, and then they telling on you, so you going to get got. He's going to get got. But when I looked in the trunk, it was nothing but 1s and 5s and a couple of 20s. So
you was able to skim it. You able to skim it.
Look, you can't be skimming the big deals, Nita. You can't be skimming the big deals,
baby.
No, you can't skim down. 15, 20. Moochie, I'm gonna come to you for this one. So I see the tie of how Unique can infiltrate Rock through her son, because this episode, Unique got hooked up with Double Dragon, had a conversation with Double Dragon, and now Double Dragon then had a conversation with corny ass Kanan. So put these dots together for me, Moochie. Kanan is being spied on by OC. He done went to see Double Dragon, and Double Dragon kind of liked him, and now Double Dragon done seen what he thinks is his golden goose and Unique. How long before Kanan and Unique working against Rock together?
I think that's happening very soon. You got this little ninja that's sniffing his supplies. He ain't got no damn allergies. He is sniffing. He is sniffing something there, and he doing something. He's his little
I
short
agree.
behind is skimming the tilt too.
Yep, he sure is.
That
Oh
nose
my
is
God.
sucking it up like a Hoover. Okay.
He
Mhm.
said he got Moochie. He got hay fever, Moochie. He got hay fever.
Yeah. Okay.
No, he don't, Monique.
He got
No, he
that
don't.
fever for H, all right, and it ain't hay.
It
Ooh.
sure ain't hay. And you can
Oh my
cool
God.
believe he is not brushing his nose with baking soda. That is not
Mhm.
baking soda dripping out of his nose. It's a different white substance. I'm gonna come to you, Monique, and we'll save Lex for the end. What do you got on this whole entire story? Just pick whatever you want.
Well, I got a question.
Go for
Does
it.
OC count as a DEI hire for stars? Just curious.
What?
I mean, with the kind of job he got, Monique,
I'm not
he
picking
didn't even
up.
put in the
I'm
application.
not picking up what I'm putting down. I was trying to be funny. Does he count as he would count as a DEI, right? Because anyway, it was supposed to be funny. Y'all definitely missed the short joke. Anyway,
He didn't put in the application for this
he
job.
had to because he's a grown man. Never mind. Anyway, like Anita said, I knew that it was a red flag because we done seen Neek be the crypt keeper this whole season. Everybody he come in contact with, damn near he shoot up. So you tell me, oh, little OC, you gonna spare him? It was. I mean, duh, it's a red flag. I just didn't know how he was gonna infiltrate. OC asking the questions about the money and the skimming and all of that. While it was for bad reasons because he's being nosy, I mean, Kanan is messing. That's not cool. Like, that's not good, right, y'all? Business wise, that's what he's doing is not okay.
No, it's not. It's not. But I mean, he taking it from his mama. And at the end of the day, we know
it's worse.
Yeah, but the thing is, the mama's not going to do nothing to him, really. Like, she's not. She's not. The mama and Unique know it too.
Why you gotta cut
That's why he said stealing from your mother is not
y'all
stealing.
women, y'all have to cut their
Exactly.
umbilical cord because they will swing you every which way but loose. They will. They will.
They will, and that's why I keep stressing.
That's when you supposed to teach them when they little not to steal from them. When you pop their hand so they know not to touch it again.
That's
put
true.
it back and say you haven't seen it.
That's true, but this is why I keep stressing the importance of, okay, family drama in the house, but in the streets, in this game, you don't go against your mother. And it's, again, I keep saying that he is sitting across from her enemies, her peers, her rivals in this game. And it's just a terrible, now you're stealing from your own. It can't get much lower than that. It can't.
Yeah, it's something about Kanan that can't separate the family business from
can't.
And it's gonna have to be something drastic, y'all. I'm sorry.
Yes, I agree.
I see it. It's already in the making. He's gonna have to make it, whereas it's not a problem anymore. Same thing about unfortunately, Joyce Thomas, her transition is gonna make it okay for Rock. But for Kanan is gonna have to make this thing happen. Now, y'all do with that what you will, but
okay.
I don't put it past him. He did his own son. He did his own son. Yeah. I don't got no grace for that nigga. I know I know what he about.
I never
Mm-hmm.
saw it for Kanan. I never saw it for Kanan. I'm
Nah.
actually gonna make a separate video about why Kanan ain't shit. The only reason why we like Kanan Stark was because 50 Cent played the hell out of that role, and we F with 50, so we like Kanan because of 50. But let's keep it a buck. Kanan really as a character, and I'm gonna do my own video about this. Kanan really ain't shit. I got receipts. If you break it all the way down, and that's why Ghost got rid of him. But because Ghost had a heart, he sent him to jail versus, remember, Tasha wanted him to execute Kanan. And Ghost was like, I love him too much to do that. I'm not saying it was right, y'all, but we are in the drug game. So,
and Jukebox wanted him to do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'll make my own separate video on why Kanan Stark is really a crappy character. But shout out to 50 Cent because I think 50 made people really like. I know he made me like Kanan, but it's because I like 50, and I think 50 did a great job portraying Kanan. But Kanan ain't shit.
That's it for me too.
He
I
ain't
don't like all this street shit. Sorry.
Lex, what do you got to say about this, Lex? You get the last word on this whole situation from Unique, and now teaming up with Double Dragon to when is he going to pull in Kanan? And do you think Kanan is dastardly enough to take direction from Unique and stab his mama in the back?
I think that Kanan is Kanan. If you could come home and just pull up on an apartment and shoot an old lady because she in an apartment, like it started from somewhere. The greasiness started from somewhere. This is Kanan we're talking about. Absolutely. Absolutely. Anything. So in order for him to be the king, or like they said, that puff that goes into a wolf, like Rock can't be nowhere around. So he may pull a her and get her put away like she had got Marvin put away. Because let's keep it a stack. He learned it from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like Rock cannot be anywhere around. And I think that a lot of people think that Rock is gonna be dead or whatever. In my opinion, by the end of this, you could write it down. I personally think Rock got life. She got life in jail, and that's way worse, having her sit there and think about everything opposed to her dying. I think Lulu gonna be gone. I think Marvin is gonna be gone. The mother is gonna be gone. Juke is out the way ahead. She's going to have nothing, and she gonna sit there and rot. And I think that's why in Future Power he said, I gotta go see my mother. I don't think he was going to no damn cemetery, and that also is the reason why nobody was to claim him. Boom. She could be in jail. You can't claim nobody from in jail. I personally think Rock is still alive. So anyway, I definitely think that he can do that. Can you imagine Rock, Quan, and Kanan? Quan, Kanan, and the Boogeyman pulling up? That's going to be crazy. She's not going to know what to do. And can you imagine if that's after Marvin is in jail and Lulu like, nah, F this. I'm going out to California with Jessica to get my music on. Rock ain't gonna know what to do. And we gotta hurry up with her demise, because how many seasons are we gonna have? 50 have a show canceled like day and night. So it's like, let's go. Let's go.
I think
season 5 is it.
So then this got to be the start of her downfall, because I think his story gets continued obviously with Power Origins. So we can have more Kanan and Juke in Origins. Those are the only two. So within now and next season, we got to have the demise of Rock, Lulu, and Marvin. Or if anybody can be saved, I ain't even gonna hold you. I would say let Lulu do something musically and let him be saved. Like I could take that. I could take Lulu, like I said before, going to another, going out to Cali and just cutting the family completely off and doing what he need to do, because he don't wash his hands with it.
He can be on Snowfall. Also,
girl, no, they got him. Now let me ask y'all a question.
That's Snowfall, the spinoff of Snowfall. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Well, not girl, they silly. Y'all, so with Origins, right? We're to believe that it is essentially about Tommy, a young Ghost. Do you guys think they're going to cross over and have the actor that plays Kanan on Origins, or am I reaching?
Yeah,
it would make sense.
I never thought about it until just.
They have to, because they was working for Kanan. They was working for Kanan.
It only needs to be
time jump, and they'll do it like that.
I would like to see a time jump, because The same way I feel about Kanan, I still kind of feel about Tariq. Like in the Power Book 2, he still looked like a kid. He hasn't gotten into his man body.
Yeah.
Like I want if we
That's
gonna
because
see
Michael
some,
Rainey looked like a baby. He's
Yeah,
a
if
Michael
we gonna
Rainey.
be seeing some scenes, I want to see something to be seen. I don't.
Okay.
Maybe that's just me. I don't know. I like these little kids and teenagers having.
Okay.
I don't need to see it.
We need Makai to play 50 up until he goes to jail. I think that would be the smartest thing. I don't think we need 3 50s. I think he needs to carry up until Ghost and them set him up, because the way they put it, they would have got set up when Tariq and them was either A, really small, or B, not born yet. So they can still have that actor carry that over, and then because he was in jail for a minute before Tariq and them
10
encountered
years.
him. So I
He
think
was
that's
in
like
jail.
that's a perfect type of, because 50 still looked a bit younger when he started as Kanan. So I think that's a perfect type of, because you're not about to find too many people that look exactly like him. And I think he's mastered his mannerism, like even talking with his jaw. Like Makai does an amazing job. So I would like to see him, as well as the girl who plays Haley, leave her as Juke too. I think those are the only 2 people who don't need to change. However, I feel like season 1 needs to kind of pick up with Raising Kanan left off, and season 2 they can do a time jump. I feel like.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time where we show respect and love to the audience, and we read these super chats. So always, this brother need to start a YouTube channel. DeMarcus Vaughn, I appreciate that $2, big brother. Good looking out. Then Bookworm 57 says, "Hey, L and baby brother," and y'all probably think she don't have a baby brother. Y'all never see him because the boy goes to sleep. Okay, he take his butt in there.
He's also younger than L.
Get his little milk bottle, and he goes straight to sleep. Gives daddy no problem. No problem.
Always running the ish. Okay, we gotta run it. We running it.
Yeah.
Then DeMarcus Vaughn comes back. He says, "I hope we get a collab with B Rilla and Drop Down Disciplines. What was the difference between Rock telling Lulu she owned him and what Joyce did?" One person get to answer this. Who wants to answer that?
I hope they keep them separate. That's all I'm gonna say.
I do too.
I don't see the question.
DeMarcus, Lex, last week DeMarcus was caping for Joyce. I'm gonna let y'all know. I hope y'all still think Joyce is a better mom than Rock. Y'all still think that? You heard what Lulu said. Lulu said, "Baby, I can't take care of her because baby,
we need to talk about that.
30 minutes with her, I'm gonna be on the bottle." You heard what Lulu said? An hour with her, she gonna have me goddamn drinking again, bitch. I can't do it.
DeMarcus Vaughn comes back and says, "Marvin need to go to therapy with Lulu." Yeah, Marvin do need some therapy for sure.
I've been saying
that. Last but not least, DeMarcus Vaughn says, "I have a theory. What if Kanan is having a dream sequence about Marvin pointing the silencer at Famous? Hallucinations have to start with Kanan." Bro, that's why you need your own channel, so that you can put that kind of stuff out there. I think it's over for Famous. I think it's done. Maybe they will show something of how Famous got where he's at, but I think that is a wrap. It's a wrap for Famous, and it's a wrap for us too. Go ahead.
That picture that they keep referencing, is that a real picture? Is that AI or someone fake created that picture of someone in the dark holding a pow to what looks like Famous is that?
That's real. It was from the original trailer. Remember before the season dropped? It was in
the original trailer. Okay.
It was on the very, very first trailer. It sure
was. For
the
season, right? The season trailer. Okay.
You got it. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, audience, that is it for us. We are about to get up out of this joint, but want to remind you, if you want to talk politics in the stock market, I'll be here live tomorrow at 4 p.m. And I have a progressive podcaster who has a big podcast. He'll be up here with me. And then me and Moochie is going to be up here at 8 o'clock breaking it down for episode 6. You don't want to miss that. Follow me on the gram. That's where I'm at. Go check out my interview with this sister who is so super talented on Reacher season 3, I think it was. And she did a banged up job. Follow all these ladies. They do great work and they're fun. and they make you smile. They give you a good time for free. Don't forget to like this video. We out.